The average lifespan for an adult in America is roughly 82 and a half years. Since we consider our adult lives to begin at the age of 18, we have roughly 23,500 mornings to wake up. This number will obviously vary for everyone, but it got me thinking about the scarcity of that number. How will I spend these mornings? Sleeping? Happy? Grumpy? Productive? The list could go on, but I realized if I wanted to get the most out of my mornings, I should do some research on what others do to have a so-called good morning. I began to research this topic, and I found out that there are 3 aspects that come up time and time again in different variations among those who have successful mornings. These 3 aspects of a morning routine should work for you no matter what your schedule or life consists of. They are: 1. Manage your energy, not your time. The idea behind this is that your mind is more capable, creative, and ready to work when you first wake up. You should finish your hardest tasks in the morning and save easier, mindless tasks for the afternoon or later. Your energy is more important than your time because, after all, why does time matter when you don't have the mental energy or willpower to get through a certain task later in the day? This was perhaps the most beneficial aspect to me, and I will tell you that it does work. I was getting up for school every day at around 7 a.m. I would arrive at school at around 8 a.m. and go to 12:15 in the afternoon. I was wondering why I wasn't getting any work done that needed to be completed when I would come home. This was because I would waste my creative and powerful morning energy and attempt to complete jarring tasks later in the day. I now wake up at 6 a.m. every day, giving myself an hour or 2 before school to complete my difficult or creative tasks. Your brain energy is a very powerful and scarce resource each day, so use the time when it is strongest wisely. Number 2. Find a specific start to your day. This certain start to your day can be anything, really. This is the thing that you do within the first 5 minutes of waking up. The most common ones among the research were a cup of coffee, a cold shower, or a tall glass of water. I also read many interesting ones as well, such as drinking a Coke Zero while going on a short walk down the street to watch the sunrise. Regardless of what yours may become, the idea behind a typical day starter is that it triggers your mind into letting you know that it is time to get moving. When something like this is repeated day in and day out, the habit forms, thus springing you into your day. Not having one can completely throw off a morning routine, so this is definitely a strong and common tip. Just make sure it is something that does not take up too much time. The third and final aspect of a good morning routine is to make sure that you wake up at the same time every day, even on the weekends. Imagine waking up, not having to fight that snooze button to let you get that 5 extra minutes of sleep. This was the most noted and most important among all of the research that I have read. It is so easy for many of us to skip out on waking up for work or school on the weekends, but there are some major problems with this. You may notice an extremely groggy feeling when you sleep in. This is because your body breaks the circadian rhythm it has just entered itself into for the week. The circadian rhythm is the natural sleep cycle your body follows. It gets your body ready to go to sleep at the same time each night, as well as wakes you up at the same time every day. But the circadian rhythm can be changed by just sleeping in 2 to 3 days at a time, and extremely difficult to change back. Many of the articles I read with successful morning dwellers reported that they do not even have to use an alarm clock because their body is so used to their own circadian rhythm. Forming your own on-time circadian rhythm will be extremely beneficial to your health, mood, and mornings. Another aspect of the day that was reported often that did not have to do with the morning hours was taking a long walk later in the day. Many of these successful early risers reported this and said to make sure that it is a relaxed walk. Go on a walk listening to music or take a walk with a friend or a colleague. They reported that this helps them think more clearly and to properly prepare for the next day ahead. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. If you are interested and would like to hear more on this topic, let us know in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.